What's up, everybody? What's going on? It's JamiThatsMe here. We about to get into some things over here. We about to talk about Megan and Pardi. We about to get into some things. Come on in, like the video. Come on in, like the video. Come on in, ay, come on in, ay, yeah, come on in, and like the video. Bro, the people is upset over there on social media. Girl, this is a lot. And I feel like when it comes to this situation, I feel different ways. I don't know. Well, I kept pushing my live back just so y'all know, because me and Babe was having a conversation and we weren't fully agreeing on some things when it came to this Pardi and Megan situation. So we was just over there talking and girl, a few of y'all have come to my page and said that y'all like his perspective on stuff over mine, girl. I was like, well, no, they didn't. No, they didn't, bro. So yeah, I'm sure he's gonna give y'all his later on, over on his channel. But anywho, child, let me make sure I share this in another location so the people know that we are live, okay? Now, I don't want y'all getting too rough and tough in these comments, okay? When it comes to Miss Megan and Mr. Pardi, all right? Because I'm feeling like we about to go back down the lane of a Tory Lanez. Hello? When she had the whole situation with Tory and everybody was over here having so much to say, okay? I will be coming on camera in just a second, people. Because some of y'all feel like Megan need to let go of being a victim, and then some of y'all feel like, we should continue to have sympathy for her, as her being the victim. So I don't know, child. I'm just here to chit chat with y'all. That's all I'm really here to do. Chit chat, see how y'all feeling, what y'all thinking about the situation. Give my thoughts. I'm probably gonna make a few of y'all mad, but it's okay. We still family though, girl. You know what I'm saying? Look into my eyes. Like, girl, we is still family, even if, we don't see eye to eye on a few things. It be like this sometimes. We can't agree on everything together, can we? Not everything. Okay. But we are going to talk about a few things, okay? So let me go ahead and cut this music off, all right? Ooh, child, the people. Okay, the people are cutting up online. Who said something about a Jonathan video? Who said something about a Jonathan video? It's Jay Nolan. If you look on my community tab, I share his stuff all the time. I saw somebody ask what the channel name was. But yeah, so who is Jonathan? What's on the Jonathan video? I don't know what y'all talking about. Meg never said his name. So he told on himself, okay? The song was about her mental health, and he sung like a bird. Well, I will say this, girl, they do say hit dogs will holler. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I'm hearing some noise in the back, and I kind of like feel away about it. So give me one. All right, y'all. So we back. Okay, girl, we is back. All right. Anywho. So, okay. Yeah, they do say that. Hold on. Jonathan Major's video was revealed. Was it? Oh, wow. That's crazy. No, ma'am. Toucan Sam Pam Wham. Girl, this is not. Girl, y'all done, my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell y'all how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. Give me 1 sec. Girl, I can't take it. I'm not watching this. I'm not gonna watch it right now. Girl, I am. Oh no, Jonathan, you're going down. You're in trouble. You're in trouble, Jonathan. Girl, what is y'all doing? Is he trying to get away from you? What the hell is... Girl, now he taking he done ran full speed down the damn... Girl, no he didn't. And she down there chasing him. So do he got your phone? Girl, I'm screaming. This is too funny to me. I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's not a DV. It's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. Okay. Wait a minute. Play it, Jamie. I haven't seen. You want to see it? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you see it, girl. We must be over here talking about something else. Y'all want to see this? Okay, give me a second. Ooh, chill, girl. This is some messy shit here. Okay, let's get this up on the screen, honey. Girl. Hold on, let me see. Which one is it? Is it that one? I think that's it. All right, child. Let's see now, girl. This is some... Girl, not so he picking her up. Girl, look like he about hit that lady head on the top of the car. He trying to keep her in the car, push her in the car. It looked like he trying to keep her in the car so he could run from her. But then she still got out the car. I'm so confused. See, the first part of it, and these appear to be the bruises, the alleged injuries. It looks like her face is swollen as well. She has marks on her neck, and it looks like her hand is a bit swollen. I don't know if it was fractured or not, but obviously there's injuries to her hands there. But that's not what I was trying to see. I'm trying to go back to the initial thing. So she's out the car. He's trying to put her back in the car. She trying to get out the car. He trying to leave her in the car because it seems like his intention was for him to run the whole time. But I'm confused on why you put her in the car. Girl, listen, I'm not agreeing with anything this man has done in this video. But what I will say is she injured her own hand because she wouldn't let him go. That's number one. Because it looks like she was holding on to him the whole time as he's running. But as he's trying, I guess, to run away from her ass. However, what is this? You trying to throw this lady in the car? If you're going to run, just run. And girl, why are you running in the street? What is going on, Jabari? Girl, if he want to go, just let him go. He must got your phone or your purse or something. The way you down there trying to hawk him down. Jonathan, baby, you're giving toxic. Girl, I know the jury is having a field day with this here. According to TMZ TV, the footage was captured after Majors allegedly attacked Jabari inside of the vehicle they were riding in. The video shows an SUV stopped at a red light city in New York City. Okay, before Majors and Jabari are captured outside of the car. A conversation seemingly ensues before Majors appears to pick Jabari up and attempt to put her back in the car. Now, shortly after, he takes off running and Jabari follows for many blocks. According to reports, the two ended up separating and Majors reportedly spent the night at a hotel. The next morning, it was reported that Majors found Jabari passed out in his closet and called 911 in fear that she had overdosed. Listen, BIT, I don't know. Right? Everybody wrong. I'm not choosing no side. I'm not gonna say he a dog ass man. I'm not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be on hate men, especially black ones. I'm not gonna do that. And I'm also not gonna praise her. Okay, y'all both had some shit going on, ma'am. You should have let the damn man go when he was just trying to leave. He was trying to throw your ass in the car so that he could get the fuck on too. Okay, because the plan was always for him to jet off on your ass. Hello, and you should have saw that when you got his damn phone and saw that he was texting another bitch anyway. The goal was for him to jet. I do not agree with what he did because I'm still trying to figure out if you gonna run. Why is you picking her up? And I feel like this that happened to her face is because you threw her ass in the car. Cause it looked like her head hit the thing on the, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I'm gonna let y'all fight over that. I'm gonna let y'all fight over Jonathan Majors, and whatever else y'all want to fight over when it comes to this situation, okay? But I do want to see what the comments say. Girl, I know y'all here for Megan, bitch. I know y'all here for Megan and Pardi, and we gonna get there. But let's get into the comments because you know we messy right now. Okay, so about this run and the chase around America, girl, don't make me scream. Do not make me scream. Tell me something. I need complete context. Okay. Somebody says another Karen for the books. Someone says this ain't a laughing matter, but it kind of is. Okay. So we see each other. We see each other big ticket. Cause I'm like, I'm not laughing because DB is not funny, but it's like, bitch, I'm not gonna chase this nigga around the world. I'm not gonna chase you, baby. Cause what did Fantasia say? If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Come on, girl. Because if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Come on, I'm with Fantasia on that, bitch. You ain't gotta. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna chase you around America, bitch. I am not Captain America. Hello, I am not Wonder Woman. I'm not gonna do that. Damn, show not Coretta. Hello. And not no damn Michelle Obama. So I will not be running after you, baby. Go. Hello? You can go. All right. Somebody said, what happened in the car, though? Seems like he got caught cheating. Yeah, that's what it seems like. And his whole plan was to jet on her ass. So I hate that. I do feel like the hand injury in my personal came from herself. Because if you saw the video, it looks like she's still pulling on him. So if you got this big, strong, muscle-bound pulling away from you and you trying to have a grip with your fragile hands, that part's on you. In my personal, feel away in the comments and in the whatever, because y'all gonna drag anyway, because that's y'all opinions, and I'm gonna let y'all do it. However, the whole throwing her in the car, sir, that I don't like that. I don't like that right there now. Okay, someone says, seems to me he tried to put her back in the car to try to get away from her while she was mad and getting physical because what she saw from another woman on his phone. He tried to get away. She followed him, grabbed on him, and he got loose. Then he was running for it. Seems a mile to get away from her. But vanilla, this what I'm tripping on, LOL. If Jonathan was abusing you, why did you run that long ass mile to chase him? Girl, y'all is cutting up in the comments, baby. Rhetorical question. Seemed to me you would be screaming for help, not trying to chase down a man clearly bigger than you. You claimed abused you. This is selective outrage. And that woman have the right complexion for the protection. That man didn't abuse her. His moral crime was cheating on her and trying to get away when she found out. Unfortunately, there is no court of morality, but Jonathan is a black man, so this most likely won't end well for him. Was Megan the one who texted Jonathan? LOL, let me stop being messy. But really, LOL. Girl, listen, I think it was her. I think it was her. And that's why she's standing beside him now. The biggest thing for me is I would like to know what's going on in Megan's mind. That's the biggest thing for me. I just want to know, what are you thinking as you're sitting here in the courtroom hearing her testimony? And you know what's so interesting? I meant to look this case up last night and I actually forgot because I said, y'all were so quick when the DA was bringing out the people or whatever, the state or whatever, they were bringing out their witnesses or whatever. Y'all were so quick to release tea on Jonathan did this, Jonathan did that. He wanted her to be like Coretta Scott, whoop de whoop de whoop. But then now I guess it's flipped and it's on his attorneys to pull stuff to the front. Y'all ain't saying anything. But now y'all just dropped this video. But where is the other blogs highlighting anything when it comes to whatever his attorney is saying or how the case is going for him, even if he does have a one up? Girl, let's do tennis, okay? If she got one up in the courtroom, y'all been saying that. If he got one up in the courtroom, then why y'all ain't reporting on that? Okay, so I don't know, girl. I just feel like they both was in the wrong, in my personal. And I'm just not gonna sit up here and be on some I hate black men, I hate all men. You're wrong, regardless. I'm just not gonna do it, girl. That's not gonna be me. I'll let y'all go to somebody else's channel for that. But anywho, someone says, I firmly believe love is love, but when you date a white woman, you have to understand you will always be the villain in every situation. Okay, so you lying, girl. Okay, so you lying, but at the end of the day, he shouldn't have been throwing nobody in the damn car, kicking and scratching, and throwing her ass in the car. Child, I can't. So he tried to put her in a car to get her home safely, but get away from her. She refused and had to turn into Usain Bolt to get away from her. Got it. These people crazy. What? Y'all keep wanting to be with these white women, and this been happening for ages. Look like she's the aggressor, though. I don't know why y'all play like this. I can't really say it's a white situation, though, y'all. I really can't. That part, I can't. This could be anybody. Like, you know, he could have did this to anybody. Now, if this happens to Megan, God forbid, what is the conversation gonna be then? You know, so I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. But you know, never have I ever chased after a man after he put his hands on me. I don't know, sis. The man might be innocent, girl. I'm not gonna chase that big thick ass nigga after he done threw me in the damn car. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna run after you, baby. I'm not gonna run after you. But that privilege is what gave her the gas to run her ass behind him. Okay. Regardless of how it looks. Hello? Because he done called the cops to get help for your ass, and he was the one that was arrested. I don't know. Then go tell me she don't remember how she got on the floor. Bitch, you remember how you got on that floor? You remember how you got on that day because he wasn't there. And the camera's about prove that he wasn't there to help you get on the floor. You know how you got your ass down there. Okay? Now, again, I'm not saying he right in anything. I think they both was problematic and toxic to each other. And that's just what it's given. Period. And I don't care what nobody's saying. Y'all feel away, girl. Be mad. Cause I'm like, girl, ain't no way. Like, I feel like she also would say shit to trigger him too. Like, girl, why is he trying to teach you how to handle his dogs? And you over there talking about your ex having dogs. Girl, what? You over there talking about, yeah, my ex used to have dogs. Is they here, bitch? Are the dogs here? Where are they? Why are we talking about your ex? Are you with them now? What is going on? So, girl, they both have issues. Shane, about that time. Unfortunately for you, Jonathan, girl, you I don't know if you're gonna be with us in 2024, girl. It's given they finna Hey Tory, how are you, baby? How you holding up? Because that's how I'm feeling in this moment. I feel like that's what's gonna happen to you, even though your charges of what you're on trial for is misdemeanor. So I think from what I read, he's facing up to a year in jail. From what I read, y'all keep me honest in the comments or whatever. But I don't think he would do that much time. And then because it's a misdemeanor and he go to trial, I don't know, his attorney may work out something where things are delayed for him and he get a suspended sentence and do a lot of community service or something. Who ain't no telling. Because I don't think he has like a criminal record or anything. Despite the state saying they have all of these witnesses to speak to his character, saying how horrible of a human being he is. So yeah. But I don't know, child. I'm just telling y'all what my thoughts are. And that was on a situation we wouldn't even finna be talking about when it comes to these Jonathan Majors and this young lady, Miss Jabari Grace. All right. I had really came down to the streets to talk to y'all about Miss Megan Thee Stallion and this situation with Mr. Pardi. Okay. Because Megan talks about quite a few things. Okay. She does get into the situation with Pardi. Okay. So let's kind of go back just a little bit if I can recall. Okay. Let me go back. Actually, before we get into that, I do want to see a few of you guys' comments. Okay, there we go. I was like, what is wrong with this thing? Listen, Jay, I think this is a good point, Jay, because I mentioned this in another video. Like, I do feel like, well, it makes me think of OJ. Whether OJ did it or not and OJ got off, people are going to ride with what they already believe about you. And Yeah, that's just what it is. However, the media has helped paint you to look like, or whatever the case is, and maybe it's not the media, maybe it's just their own preference from their own experience. I feel like he is a bit through. Does he have an opportunity to turn that around? I do believe that he does. Even if he's found innocent or whatever, he may not book like super major roles, right? But he might. Who knows? He might get his PR team back and they might work overtime to making him look a bit better. I do think if his career does continue to blossom, it's going to take some time to get there. I do. There are a lot of people I feel in the industry. I know when people were trying to put certain allegations out there about Chris Brown recently, there were a lot of people, primarily white, I have to be honest, that have a ton of DV cases that have went on to do Marvel projects and bigger projects and become some very notable individuals in the acting industry. It's very slim for the black ones. It was some black ones, don't get me wrong, but it do begin slim. You know what I'm saying? But we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm with you on that comment. I'm definitely with you on that, honey. For sure. Thank you so much, Henry Jones, for the super chat. I love how your channel has evolved. I started watching you years ago because of Bondi. Oh, thank you. But I stayed because of the personality. Thank you so much. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thanks for the compliment as well. So yeah. Yes. I think that's a good point. When it comes to that, it'll just take time. He'll have a Robert Downey Jr. Why was he the one in my head? Why was he in my head as I was talking about that? He'll have a Robert Downey Jr. comeback who might get one big role and bam, he's back. Exactly. That's the one. Because I mean, Marvel the only ones that's still riding with him and hasn't dropped him yet, and they may not. Even despite what they might still keep him and just figure out a way to get him back the way he need to be. So we just gonna have to see. It's a waiting game at this point. But real quick, let's talk about Megan Thee Stallion and stuff. Okay, make sure you guys are liking the video. We got over 400 people in the chat. Yeah, I'm not sure what the likes are giving, but I do hope that the likes are matching, as you guys are being, fully entertained this afternoon, whether you're on your lunch break or you just trying to get closer to the time to clock the fuck up out of there, girl. I'm with you. We see each other, okay? So, Megan Thee Stallion. All right, let's talk real quick. Y'all know Megan had this case going on with Tory where she ended up being, popped in the foot. And after that trial or whatever, Tory ended up going to jail. All right. Tory's in jail for like 10 years. So I think he probably got like 1 year down, 9 more years to go. I mean, he could get out early on good behavior. I don't know how that's set up for him. I personally feel like Tory should have just took the original plea, but he was adamant that he did not harm her. Okay. Later on, we're going to get into some court documents by the driver that we never heard from. Okay. We'll get into that in just a second. All right. Why we never heard from that driver? I think I have that too from last year as to why we didn't really hear. I think it had something to do with the holidays or something like that and some other stuff. His attorney was trying to say Tory was like, don't worry about it or something. I'm like, I don't think Tory would have told you to not have his driver tell his side of what he saw. Anyway, child, don't matter to me a lot of it. But anyway, during the time after this situation happened with, Megan and the assault that took place and things like that, she ended up dating Pardi. Okay. Megan has been through quite a few things over these past few years. Okay. She lost her father when she was young. She lost her mom. She lost her grandma, as she was on her rise to fame. She lost her mom. She lost her grandma. What else happened? She was popped in the foot. She had issues with her label and stuff like that. She lost her best friend. It's been a lot, but I thought that one of the good things that was happening for her was her relationship with Pardi, because I feel like Pardi and her were cute. I felt like he had her back, always looking out for her. I thought, girl, but sometimes I don't know these folk on the outside looking in. But either way, we started to hear rumors earlier this year that the two weren't even together. They ended up breaking up or whatnot. I don't think either of them said anything. I don't know if any shots were thrown. I feel like Megan spent a lot of her time off social media or not on it as much. Okay. especially after the case and things happened. All right. Now, more recently, Megan did one of the things I did not want her to do. I did not want her to drop anything. I wanted her to just be quiet and come back and go crazy on and go. Somebody said show you Pardi. This is Pardi in the picture here. Okay, this is Pardi Fontaine, the guy you see here. But I wanted her to come back next year and just really go crazy. But what she did was she dropped this song, and I don't know if it was called Cobra or something, but it was really about, I guess, like shedding old skin, shedding, I guess, old ways or whatever is what she did. And I actually didn't necessarily like the song, but I liked the concept. And I said, you know what? I think that made sense for her to put this out at this time. What a way to close out the year. So you can leave some stuff in 2023 and move on to 2024. And she might potentially have her a great year. Now, what we are learning before we get into that song for real, I do want to say that she recently, y'all know she's independent now. Okay, she is independent. She's free from her label. Thank God she's free. So they said that she recently signed a distribution deal with Warner Music Group. So I think that's pretty dope. She's still independent, but she gets to distribute her music through a larger company. So that's interesting. Okay. According to Billboard, the hot girl reportedly signed a distribution agreement with Warner Music Group. The source claims that Megan signed with WMG, which includes services from a select global team. I think that's good because she was just on live not too long ago talking about how she's going to have to front the bill for a lot of stuff. So when y'all see music videos and see different stuff, it's going to be coming out of her pocket. So for me, I think this is good. I mean, I think this is something a lot of independent people would want to be able to have control over their stuff. And they just need your assistance with help getting it to the masses, you know? So I don't think that's a bad thing at all. So, I mean, I really feel like that's a congratulations for her. And she got that being independent. They're saying the hottie can benefit from WMG's global infrastructure, marketing muscle, and long-standing relationships at radio and television. I think that's really good. Reports state her team will will include some people from 300, because you know she was signed to 300 Entertainment and 1501 at one point. So she got out of that contract, but it looks like she's still gonna be working with 300, but she done with 1501. And baby, 1501, y'all really got some problems over there, because Erica Banks over here promoting OnlyFans more than she promoting a damn album or a single. And I like Erica Banks, but she been called y'all out for the FS. So y'all got some infrastructure problems y'all got going on business wise, and y'all need to get this together. Y'all don't need to sign nobody else over there at 1501 until you get your shit together. Hello. Okay, but anywho, shout out to Megan on that. I'm gonna get her that one. I'm gonna get her that big one. I am gonna be clocking her. Some things are going to get clocked. So if you a Megan stan, that's on you. That is on you, girl. Okay, but some things will get clocked. But anywho, so that's what she has going on. So congratulations on that. Now, getting back to the song Cobra. She talked about a lot in this song. She talked about her mental state, her mental health, and everything. While she did this song, she actually touched on, like, briefly, like a bar where she talked about her ex. She didn't say who this person was, though. She just said that she pulled up to the house and she caught them getting head or something like that in her bed, or the place she lay her head at or something like that. Or if it wasn't getting head, he was out here smashing somebody else. Basically, he was doing some inappropriate things in her bed. Okay, so when she said this one bar, you know, the ex Pardi, came to the front and decided to do a full song about Megan. When I first heard it, I was like, this is trash. It's unnecessary and we don't need it. Why would you do that? That's whack. I make too much money to ever do that. Like, why would you do that? And that's what he chose to do. Now, I do believe the reason he did it was because he got his ass drugged. Okay. A lot of the fans drug his girlfriend first. Whoever the new chick is he's dating, she got drugged the hell out, and she even had to come out and make a statement and say, for y'all to really think that I was the one that he did that with, he was cheating with, you out your damn mind. Don't put me over there in that. I don't have nothing to do with that. And then he continued to be dragged for cheating. And then shortly after that, the song came out. My biggest issue with him, I don't mind him responding. Let's get to that. A lot of people feel like he shouldn't have said nothing. If she ain't say no name, why you saying something? Oh, she said one bar, so why you doing a whole song? And I'm just like, but if he would have put one bar on her and then she turned around and did a whole song, y'all gonna feel the same way? No, you're not, because she's Megan. Because she's Megan, because you guys still have sympathy for her situation. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. Okay, because you still have sympathy for the things that she's been through, and because she's the bigger star, you're gonna allow her to ride out and do whatever it is that she wants to do, the same way y'all do with Nicki Minaj. Okay, so for me, if you can put him in a bar, granted a hit dog gonna holler, and this hit dog hollered for a very long periodical time on a track discussing you. Now I feel like he probably wasn't gonna say SHI, but because the fans was bringing him so much heat, he probably felt the need that, like, let me respond to this. Like, girl, I ain't been saying a whole lot of shit, and then you gonna put me in this? Okay. Because I also feel like we don't know what else been happening behind the scenes that made him be like, bet, okay, this was the final straw for me. Okay, bet, let me just go ahead and say what the hell I need to say. She has every right to speak about her mental state. She has every right to rap about what she's been through in her relationship if she felt like she was cheated on. But I also feel like he too has a right to speak on that, and if he wanted to do that with his song, okay, girl, y'all be so quick to talk about the rap industry and how this is how things go, you know, when people rap and and this, that, and the other, until it becomes your fave, and then you start moving the goalpost. Like, he shouldn't do this, or he shouldn't do that, or she shouldn't have said, or she shouldn't. Like, I don't think that's fair. Like, that's what happens in rap, right? So I feel like he had every right to really, you know, respond to that. If that's what he wanted to do. Do I have to like it? Hell no, because I didn't. I didn't. But if that's what he want to do, cool. My biggest issue though with you, Pardi, is you over here, because this is what makes me question you. It's the clout, because I do feel like you're trying to get that. Now, I'm just gonna be honest. Why are you doing interviews, my baby? What's that about? That's what I have an issue with. You can rap and do music and do all of that, but why are you doing what is that? That is giving that you're trying to get clout off of the situation, off your relationship, and that's sad because you ain't got no guidance. Are you promoting a new album? Like, I can see if you was actually promoting something, right? Like, you have, like, what else do you have going on? You're doing interviews about your relationship with Megan. I don't think that's going to work out well for you. I feel like you should read the room. If you got drugged for putting the song out by the people, really, and here's the gag, because honestly, truth be told, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. You got drugged before you even said anything. The people ate you up. Oh, you cheated on Megan. You said like, you know, the people went in on you. Then you go and you make a song and they still go in on you. I just feel like you could have read the room and just not even did the interview. But you're proving that you're just gonna do whatever it is you want to do because that's just how you is, and because you can. So who the hell am I? I don't think I would have went up to the Breakfast Club and went to lip service and you know, really just, you know, like, this is how a lot of people know you. I'm familiar with you because I know that you work with Cardi B. But a lot of other people only know you because of Megan Thee Stallion. So it's like, I hope that you're giving the people something else when you're going to these interviews, because that's my biggest thing that I have an issue with for me. What else did I want to say? I want to actually play some of the stuff that he said. Okay. Let me pull that up because I want to play some of what he had to say over here on the Breakfast Club. All right. So let me refresh, girl, and see if it's gonna play for us so we can hear what this man had to say.
I mean, because he's never like directly answered the question.
Why did we break up? There's a laundry list of reasons that could have caused us to be apart.
And I don't want you to give any of them because you still love that young lady.
That was my next question, because on your project, it sounds like, no, on the person, it sounds like you still love her.
You do. You definitely love
her. Absolutely. Listen, I'm a person that believes love doesn't go away. It changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've always, and that's another thing I've stated, like, yo, I always want well for her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that wants bad for her. I'm not out here calling her all types of such and such. I've never even discussed some of the things on that song with my closest friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when the song came, people's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I never ever once ever talk bad about her to anyone, not even, you know what I mean? Like, I'll do wish her the best.
Would you do? I'm lost, baby. I'm sorry, Pardi. I'm gonna have to be on you. I'm sorry, Pardi. Listen, I'm confused, baby. You wish her well. You've never shared these details with your close people, but you chose to share it with America. Is it me? I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Is it me? I'm being real honest, like for real. Like that don't really sound right. You wish her well, but you did do the song. Granted, I will give you that. You never called her out her name or any of that. You did not. As most men would have been like, you BITC, you whatever. You didn't. But it's just, that's not click. You wish her well, and then you ain't even share some of the most deepest things. It's a laundry list with the very close people you have, but then you decided to do that. Now, I mean, listen, respond how you want to, because you were brought up. Okay, you were brought up. I don't care what Megan's talking about. She was talking about you, period. You chose to do a full song, whether she said your name or not. You chose to do a full song, though, but don't come back and be like, you know, I wish her well. And you done slick exposed her. And then turn around and be like, I haven't even told my close people, but you told America. Like, you could have told America something else. You talented. I'm going to give you that. You're very talented. Okay, so you could have told us a different type of song. You could have used this moment when people was dragging you to put out a whole different song. But you know, that's what you wanted to do. So I'm gonna let you do what you want to do, because that's just how you eons.
Holding it well right now.
What'd you do with the ring? Because you said that you picked out a ring from Greg.
First of all,
salute to Greg. I saw a guy.
He didn't say he bought it. He just said he picked it up. We don't know if he actually got the ring.
Did you buy it? Hold on. Did you buy it or did you pick it up?
And
It's the money has been allotted for something different now.
Oh, but you said she lied to you about something. What did she lie about? What you was talking about earlier? Because
yes,
when you buy a ring and you're about to propose, right? Mm-hmm. So you found out she lied about something, and that made you change your mind.
I felt like it made me definitely have to second guess where we was at, you know what I mean, at that time. Mm-hmm. Like it did damage, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like internal, I don't know if it made us break apart, but it was just like it definitely took a blow to me.
So what happened? Why did y'all break up?
Yeah.
Interesting. That I don't know. I'm gonna have to go listen to it for an interview, because this ain't making sense a little bit. This ain't making sense a little bit. Okay, somebody says, so let me understand. Women can make songs about their exes and discuss it, but when men do it, they sassy. ? Interesting. Somebody says, if she lied to him about the same thing she lied to Gail and all of us about, I understand this position. Not fucking really. Not really. NIGGAs be lying all the time. What you mean? And they weren't even together, in my opinion, long enough when she did the damn Gayle King interview for him to be thinking about a ring anyway. So I disagree. Someone says, I don't agree with her lying and all, but why is he doing press run? That's what I'm saying. Why is he doing a press run about her? You cheated, sir. 2 wrongs does not make a right. There's no victim in this situation. This is a comment that I can get behind. Okay? There is no victim in this situation on both sides. And that's just how I feel about it. All right. This is the most interviews he has had in his whole career. We see each other, baby. We do, because I am confusion. These men are so emotional these days. I want y'all to choose one. 1 minute y'all want the men to be tapped in with their emotions. The next minute y'all don't. What the do you want? Okay. Do you want an emotional one or you don't? When they get a piece of emotional, you say they sassy as fuck. Okay. When they have a little piece of emotion. All right. So do you want the rough and tough with their Afro puffs, or what do you want? Okay. Figure it out. Maybe they just need a piece of balance or something. I don't know. Some of them are very reckless. A lot of them are disrespectful. Call them that when don't say sassy. That's just my personal. Okay, so y'all need to like, let's figure it out, world, because they be like, sometimes we be over here team, so I don't like men, y'all so problematic, and I'm not saying that they're not, but sometimes they be given, we all contradict ourselves, is what I feel. So y'all don't be making goddamn sense. Which one you want? But anyway, someone says, pulled up, caught him cheating, getting his DIC case sucked in the same spot I'm sleeping. This is the bar? This is the bar that has made you do multiple interviews and a full song when she didn't even say your name? Yeah, he did whatever she said he did. Okay, this is what the comment is saying. All right, I hope you guys can still hear me. All right, so I'm gonna read that again for the people that may not have heard that. All right. Pulled up, caught him cheating, getting his dick sucked in the same spot I'm sleeping. This is the bar that has made you do multiple interviews and a full song. Is this it? When she didn't even mention your name? Yeah, he did whatever she said he did. Here's the thing, guys. She didn't have to say his name. Y'all know she was talking about him. She knows she was talking about him. Like Meg or not, I'm just being honest here. And the reason why I say that is because when she did this song, Cobra, she was rapping about the most current events in her life. The last 2 or 3 years, right? Okay. Who else has Megan been linked to as an actual boyfriend for somebody to be cheating on her? The last man Megan dated was Moneybagg Yo. When she first came out, that was it. She wasn't linked to nobody else as a boyfriend until she got with Pardi, and Pardi was with her within the last 2 or 3 years. So when you put this type of stuff on a track, you is talking about him. That's exactly who you're talking about. And that's exactly who you know your fans are going to believe that you're talking about. Now, whether she knew the fans was going to go and drag him the way that they did, I don't know. I don't know if she knew that. Right? But when you say that, you're definitely talking about him. And it resulted in him getting drugged. Therefore, he chose to respond. I guess he couldn't take the heat. So he decided to get his ass in the kitchen, actually. Okay, he decided to stay in the kitchen since he's getting cooked. He's like, well, let's get the cooking then. Okay, since there's so much heat in here, I'm gonna put all this shit on this track and I'm gonna release it. All right, now he could have got out the kitchen and not said a goddamn thing, but he said, no, I'm gonna work with what I got in this kitchen and we finna go in. And that's what he did. Okay, so he was definitely, she was talking about him. Y'all can let that go in my personal. Okay, I know y'all want to believe that she ain't say his name, she ain't this and that, and you don't win and you did not. Okay, listen, here's how I feel about it. Feel your way. If Pardi would have did a track and put one bar in there about Megan Thee Stallion, for me, Megan had every right to drag this nigga on a song. Drag him, girl. Drag him, because that one bar for her could have been the straw that broke the camel's back. And it's like, bitch, I've been holding in a lot. I'm finna wear your ass out, Pardi. And she would have every right. But I don't understand why he can't do that either. He has the right to do that too. Y'all love to say that it's okay to do that in hip hop with his different artists until it comes to your fave. It is what it is. My biggest issue with him is him doing these goddamn interviews. Like, this is stupid. Like, why are we doing that? Okay, but let's go ahead and keep going. I believe this is when Megan speaks on the situation about Pardi. Let's check this out. Hold on.
Like, bothering people so bad. Like, I don't know what that means. And I don't want to keep this long because I know people are gonna chop this up the way they want to chop it up and twist my words and make me something else. But I just feel like I'm Megan Thee Stallion and I just want to be Megan Thee Stallion. I just want to drop my music. I just want to talk to the hotties. I just want to shake my ass. I want to have as much fun with this shit as I used to. But it seems like every time I take a step forward to heal and do something different, motherfuckers be like, no, come back. Get your ass back to this negativity. Come back this way. You're not supposed to be smiling right now. You're not supposed to still be getting deals. You're not supposed to be in movies. You're not supposed to be recording albums. You're supposed to be sad where you was with me 2-3 years ago. When I got in a relationship, all that shit was deleted. I was sat the fuck down. I was seated. I was very much happy where I was at. If this man is saying, I didn't cheat on her, I didn't do that, well, why the fuck is you responding to me? Do you know how many niggas y'all claim I done fucked with? Why are you answering? Why are you trying to make that shoe fit? What's it?
Because I could tell from your facial expressions you trying not to laugh because you know exactly that you was talking about that man and he has every right to speak on some shit that came his way. And then I just feel like he had a right to say that. Talk about, so if you didn't think that it was you, if you didn't do this or that, why are you speaking on it? Because your fucking fans has an idea of who they think that I am. And if that's not true, then I'm gonna come and say that this shit ain't true. Just like if it was you. Now, granted, he could have not said anything. He has a right to speak and not speak. But because he chose to speak, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Everybody not gonna sit around and just let claims fly about them. They just not. But I see her smile, I see her facial, and she trying not to laugh, girl. And it's like, Megan, I be with you sometimes, bitch, but right here I'm gonna have to clock, and they gonna have to feel however way they feel.
You getting your dick sucked in the same spot I was sleeping. If you say it wasn't true, why the hell is you dissing me? Like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you talking to me? If you said I wasn't talking to you, I wasn't talking to you. Like, you just wanted to fucking find a reason to bash me. It seems very strategic. Like, it feels like.
No, I disagree with that. I think these damn interviews are more strategic. I think that's more strategic than him responding on a track. You put it on a track, he put it back on a track. But I ain't been seeing you on no interviews discussing him, so I'm a little confused as to why we over here doing damn interviews.
It's bothering people so bad. Like, I don't know what that means. And I don't want to keep this long because I know people are going to chop this up the way they want to chop it up.
Okay, so we just pretty much listen to that, okay? Somebody says, not that y'all claim the people is coming out telling their truth. We didn't claim that, girl. Go ahead. Someone says, she ain't lying. The song was about her depression and suicidal thoughts. She didn't diss or mention any names. Y'all hate this woman for breathing. It's sad. Girl, I can't get with that. Yes, it was about her depression. It was about her mental state. I agree 1000%. I do. However, do y'all know how many songs? And I'm going to say Nicki, and y'all be mad. Nicki has dropped an album recently. Nicki has thrown shots, and y'all literally sit up there and identify who it's about, and Nicki don't say no name. The only one she said was Lotto. You was a chop hoe. Okay? And girl, we knew who she was talking about then, bitch. I said, girl, no, she did. But anyway, Nicki has to, like, I mean, not even Nicki, like, you got Drake, you know what I'm saying? You got all these artists, you know, that have taken shots at people and not mentioned anything names. So I just really want y'all to release that. I want y'all to release that thought that because she didn't mention a name, that person doesn't have to respond when you know exactly who it's about. Who else has she been linked to in a relationship for her to be cheated on? Come on now. He's the only dog that was there in the field. So of course he's hollering, bitch, I got hit. Help me. Like, yes, ma'am. He is going to holler. Someone says she's always the victim. You dissed him first. He responded. She mad all the lies are being exposed. Someone says, wow, I'm reading through the comments and it's alarming how many Black women are tearing her down. It's evident this clip went over a lot of people's heads. Okay. Someone says you can't mention someone and think it's them bringing you back to negativity because they respond. Like, girl, what? Someone says she's very manipulative. She knew everybody would think it was him and he would probably be forced to clear his name. And now she's the victim. Woo. Someone else says he responded to you, boo, because people were speculating that you were talking about him because that's the last man that you've been known to be in a relationship with. You started it. That's what they're saying. I'm just reading the comments here, guys. I'm going down the line. All right. Someone says, Megan, you saw the fans and blogs going in on Pardi when you dropped Cobra. You could have cleared it up then, but instead you let the media run with it because it was trending and making people go listen. But now that he responded, you went live to clarify. It wasn't about him and it could have been about someone else? Is that what you're saying? Let's read that again. You could have cleared this up then, okay? But instead, you let the media run with it because it was trending and making people go listen. But now that he's responded, you went live to clarify it wasn't about him and it could have been about someone else. Girl, y'all gonna make me scream. Megan has to start taking accountability at some point. There's a pattern here. This is ridiculous. I'm just reading the comments, people. This is what the people are saying. And I'm going down the line. So I'm trying to be fair with the commentary of what the comments are saying. Okay. And this is just what they put in the comments. Someone says, okay, girl, I was on your side, but now you're gaslighting him. This is typical Aquarius behavior. Now, wait a minute, ma'am. My child is an Aquarius, girl. Now, what you not going to do is come for the Aquarius. Come on, baby, don't be out here gaslighting nobody, but let me know. Oh, God. That's some dumb people. That be them fault. Anyway, somebody said, well, you dropped the diss first, sis. Someone says, she got a point. If that's not what he did and he knows that, why diss her? I know why. Because he's fucking corny. All right. That's what somebody said, girl. They said that this man is corny. And a lot of people feel that way. They feel like that was very corny of him to do. Okay. I want y'all to remember just how corny y'all sound when other people in hip hop do this very thing. Somebody do a bar and then somebody else decides to give a full song. Okay. Nicki Minaj and Lotto had their issues online. Lotto came back and said, bitch, put it on the fucking floor. All right, all because of whatever happened, whatever happened, whatever Nicki said, this bitch did a whole song and said, put it on the floor. But y'all wasn't saying that then. Y'all wasn't saying that then. But I guess it's different when it's a woman and a man, though, right? Girl, stop y'all today, honey. Stop y'all stuff today now. Okay, but any other time be talking about that's how hip hop is. That's how it go. That's what they do. That's how it go. That's how it go. No, ma'am. Someone says, Megan, you have to be accountable, okay? Nobody is policing your body or your sexual history. But if the man you in a relationship with asks you if you slept with someone in close proximity, you owe it to him to tell the truth. I was cool with you lying to us, but lying to him was wrong. Stand on it. Oh, my. Lying to him was wrong. I don't know how I feel about this. Some part of me is like, do she really got to tell him that? Like, because some part of me is like, does that really matter? That shouldn't make or break whether you gonna be with her. Y'all be worried too much about who she done fucked on that you probably got to go in there and work with. Like, I mean, is she fucking on him now? Like, whatever happened, that was the past. What does that have to do with what y'all are trying to build right now? Like, I mean, y'all are in an industry that high key ain't that big. No matter how many people look up to y'all, the industry ain't that damn big. You're bound to come across somebody old fling or whatever the case is. So why are we putting that much weight on it? Like, I don't know. I mean, is that really the reason that y'all broke up? Like, that's stupid to me. But okay, girl. Anywho, those are my thoughts on that. All right. But I want to go into what we were seeing about the Tory Lanez situation that happened, where more details were coming out about Jaquan, the driver that never got the opportunity to testify. Okay. Let me pull something up here. He never got the chance to testify. And do I have that from last year? I think I do. Where the man was kind of like trying to explain what happened, I guess, as to why Jaquan did not testify. Okay. Because this is now, it's now resurfacing about the driver, his affidavit. I guess Tory's trying to get the appeal. Maybe he's using the fact that Jaquan did not get a chance to testify in an effort to possibly get some type of appeal or whatever on his case, which I don't really think is going to happen. But anywho, right? Megan eventually responds to this because it's starting to be a big thing now. So she wants to go ahead, get ahead of it, and, you know, shut whatever down that you guys might, you know, whatever y'all trying to create. So let me go ahead and hop over here, because this is actually from last year, December 21st of 2022. All right. And for the people that don't know, Jaquan is Tory's driver. So he was the one that picked Kelsey and Megan up from Kylie Jenner's house, as well as Tory. That is the driver. I thought it was the bodyguard, but maybe he's one and the same. Maybe he's the bodyguard and he's the driver as well. Okay. But anywho, let's check out what this person is saying here. Okay. So this person says Tory Lanez will not take the stand. Now, again, this is December 21st, 2022. Both sides have arrested and the jury was given instructions this morning. Closing arguments will begin this afternoon. Now, at the bottom, he says Jaquan Smith, Tory's driver, was present and on defense witness list, but prosecutors asked for a continuance past the Christmas break. If he was to testify per defense attorney George whoever, which is Tory's attorney, at his client's request, not to delay proceedings, the Tory's attorney declined to call him. So I feel like, Tory, your own attorneys messed you up on that. So for you to seek an appeal, I don't know. It definitely seemed like they were trying to hurry up and wrap your case up by holiday break. Okay. Because, you know, who wanted to be there for the holiday break? I don't even know why y'all booked the trial for December anyway, but okay. However, the attorney said at the time that it was Tory's request to not delay proceedings. For me, I honestly have a hard time believing that, because if you feel like your driver has credible enough information to make you look better to the jury, if you're not going to testify, at least allow him to testify. I'm just like, was it Tory that decided to not have this man, or was it y'all as his attorneys that decided, convinced him that it would be in his best interest, and he just went along with it because y'all are the attorneys and he's not? That's how I'm looking at it. Because I'm like, that just sounds stupid in my personal, okay? So anywho, he goes on to say, Lane's concern, according to his attorney, was continuance might spark a mistrial due to jury availability issues around the holiday. Who wouldn't want a mistrial, though, in a sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and that could be what Tory was on. Maybe he was overly confident, because I feel like him going to trial, he felt overly confident that he was going to get off anyway. But I'm just like, that don't sound right. I feel like your attorneys probably coached you into wrapping this shit up in a bow before Christmas. That's just truly what I believe. Okay. I don't, you know. All right, that's just what I believe. The man says, and James Queeley, if I'm saying his last name right, I believe he works for the LA Times. So he's saying, I was surprised this trial was scheduled for mid-December, given any deviation from the estimated trial length would run into Christmas. Here we are. Okay, so that's just really interesting. I'm like, why would he not want a mistrial? It'll delay him. He'll be able to go and be with his family or whatever. Like, let that shit run into Christmas. It is what it is. Like, because, I mean, it just don't make sense. If you've been a person that's adamant about your innocence, I don't give a fuck how long the case take. He needs to testify, because he know what the hell going on. It only makes sense. Reason why I say that. Let's get into what Bob's World has put up. Okay, I want to get into those documents. Okay, let me get that up on the screen. Okay, we'll start with the first one that they got up here. Okay. So Milagro says, remember when I told Jaquan I would find out what he told the courts? Word is bond. Smith was going to testify to the following, although Smith did not see if petitioner, which is Tory, or Harris physically discharged the weapon. He saw Harris in possession of such. Okay, this raises so many questions for me. It raises so many questions for me. Let me see something. Okay, so is that something separate that she has here? Okay, I guess I'm trying to see which one I want to read first. I think I'll just start here, and then we'll get into the rest, okay? So we'll skip all of this Court of Appeals and everything. Not really sure when it was filed or whatever, but this is the documentation that has been going around, all right? So they're saying, I was the driver and bodyguard of Mr. Daystar Peterson, who is better known as Tory Lanez, in July of 2020. Mr. Peterson has known me for 7 years. At the time of the incident, I had worked with Mr. Peterson for 3 years. He has not only been my employer, but I also consider him to be a close personal friend. On July 12th of 2020, I was asked to drive Mr. Peterson to the home of Kylie Jenner, where Miss Megan and Kelsey were present. All right. So Tory was at Kylie's home for about 2 hours when I received a call to pick him, Megan, and Kelsey up. Okay. Or at least, I'm sorry, let me go back. He received a call to only pick up Megan and Kelsey. All right. Now they're saying that Megan, Kelsey, and Jaquan left Kylie's home, but he was asked by Megan to return because she stated that she had forgot a shoe. When they arrived at Kylie's home at that time, they're saying that Kelsey stayed in the car while Megan got out the car. Megan did not enter the home at this time, as she went around the back to the pool area where Tory was located. Both Megan and Tory returned to the car after a few minutes. Megan was bickering, but I am unsure of the exact words she was saying. She seemed upset. The four of us left Kylie's residence. As I began to drive, Megan started to fight with Tory. They were going back and forth, and I remember Tory saying to Megan that he was going to tell Kelsey what was going on. I do not remember what street we were on, but Megan asked to stop the vehicle. I did, and she asked, and she asked, and Megan went to sit on the nearby bus stop. Tory went and spoke with Megan after about 2 minutes, and they returned to the car, and I began driving again. Kelsey, what the hell was you doing in the car? You don't find that suspicious? You didn't find nothing suspicious? But this was the person you say that you was talking to. You didn't find that suspicious? Like, why the hell he catering to her so much? Like, what is going on? Like, where? Anywho, they're saying Megan started the argument again. And Kelsey asked her what was going on. And Tory told her that he and Megan had been dating and intimate. Now, Kelsey was upset by this, as she and Tory had been dating in the same manner prior to any relationship that he had with Megan. Now, Megan and Kelsey began to fight. He says he pulled over so that he could stop them. Megan and Kelsey both got out of the vehicle and continued to fight, both verbally and physically. He says he broke up the fight and was pulling Megan towards the back of the car. All right. He says, I saw Kelsey with the item in her hand. Girl, because listen, let me tell y'all something. For me, I don't think this man was lying. And I'm like, y'all wouldn't admit this in the courtroom? Because why did Kelsey get immunity? That just didn't make sense to me. Anywho, he says that Tory ran from behind Megan and himself towards Kelsey. They said that Tory and Kelsey began struggling as Tory tried to unarm Kelsey. Child, you did yourself in on that one in a sense, but I understand you probably trying to protect somebody, but you already knew that you had charges and stuff, and you wasn't really supposed to be around no guns and stuff, because that's the reason that you had really got locked up, because of your criminal record, ain't it? And you wasn't supposed to be in possession of a gun. So as soon as your witness had said that you was in possession of it, then girl, you were going down. But what I'm a little confused about, Jaquan, before I read any further, is you're saying that they was tussling over the item. But the witness that Tory and them people had brought in said that he was over there spraying it in the air and all over everywhere. So I'm having a hard time on believing who was really telling the truth. Okay. So I feel like I would believe parts of what you're saying. But was he trying to like get all the bullets out the gun or something like that? Was he trying to release all of the things out of the item that he was pop trying to do? And that's what the man ended up seeing or something, to make sure nothing else. Was he trying to empty the clip so that nothing else would hit the girl? Like, that's what's confusing, because it was a lot of things to go on. Anywho, let's keep going. He said, I was still pulling Megan and did not see who popped the weapon. I was lucky I was not harmed. And in my opinion, he says, Megan was also fortunate. He says the whole incident happened so quickly within just a couple of minutes, according to this man. All right. He says, I wanted to present this evidence during Tory's trial, but was prevented from doing so as the district attorney was not ready to cross-examine me. And later they did not call me due to the holidays and the court schedule. I believe I should have been allowed to present this evidence at trial. I don't disagree that you should have been allowed, because if Tory was going to speak, somebody else should have probably spoke. But I feel like, according to Tory's own attorney, that's on them. I don't think that's on the district attorney at all. Hate it for you. It's a very sad situation. And this is where I have to say, I feel like ultimately Tory effed himself. I'm sorry. I just feel that way. Like, you effed yourself. One, you could have took a plea and just went ahead and moved on about your business. But if you feel like, for a fact y'all were tussling over the item and you wasn't the one that shoot, I guess you would take it that far, obviously, which is what you did all the way to trial. But at the same time, you got the wrong attorneys, because they was not on your side. Not on your side, because they should have just let this run into Christmas. If you truly believe, like, at the end of the day, that your client did not do what he's saying that I don't give a fuck how no jurors feel. If I'm an attorney, I don't care how no jurors feel. I don't care about running into the holidays. My goal as a paid attorney, in my opinion, is to make sure that my client's entire case is fully heard, period, as much as possible. So we got to run into New Year's. That's just what it is. I mean, we'll get Christmas Day off, maybe a few days after that, but So I mean, and I know some people feel like it was the judge that was trying to rush it, but according to what that man James Queeley said, the attorney is saying something different. And then the attorney is trying to take it off himself and put it onto Tory and say that's what Tory wanted. And I'm like, any person whose life is on the line is not going to say no shit like that. And I don't care what nobody's talking about. Okay. So you really got the wrong attorneys, baby. I will say that in my personal, but let me read the rest of this. They said Smith did not testify despite arguably being a key witness. Smith was not called as the people were not prepared for their cross-examination and asked to delay such testimony. So it seemed like the people, which is the district attorney, were open to go into the holiday. They just needed time so they could properly cross-examine him. Later in the trial, the people and the current attorney for the defense stipulated that Smith was not going to be summoned as the holidays were approaching, and they feared that delaying the trial could cause a mistrial. Well, then so be it. So be it, because I feel like if you're hired to do a task and your client is like, let it mistrial, then let it mistrial then. You know what I'm saying? Because that kind of could be a benefit for y'all, possibly. If you're able to review evidence of the previous case. Don't know, but if you can't review it, at least you can recall some of the events where y'all probably could have done better. So that could have possibly maybe worked in his favor. I don't know. But I mean, it just don't sound right. So I think you got effed. And sometimes they also say DAs and defense attorneys be working together slick. So I mean, they got you, baby. It was only through recent efforts that the petitioner himself learned what Smith wished to convey and obtained the verified statement. Smith, and that's where they said Smith was going to testify to the following as contained in his verified statement. Although Jaquan did not see if Tory or Kelsey physically discharged the weapon, he did see before he turned his back that Kelsey had the weapon in her hand. All right. They said that Jaquan stated after he pulled the vehicle over, it was Kelsey and Megan who began to fight, to which he was the one that intervened. And it was, Jaquan who pulled Megan around the back of the car that he heard the weapon fire. Okay. If he pulled her around the car, I don't know how he pulled her. If he would have gotten in the courtroom, we would have heard whether her back was to them or not. Megan has been very clear on who she believed popped her, but I know Kelsey was asking who did it. Tory said he didn't do it. Okay. But I don't think Tory ever said Kelsey did it. And I don't think Kelsey ever said Tory did it, which just really makes sense to me that they both were tussling over the item. I really do believe that. Now, who fired the final one? I don't know. I do believe that there was definitely a tussle on both ends. But Kelsey, I don't dislike you. But BIT, I could really... Bro, I could douse you is what I'll say. I could douse you, bitch. I could douse you with some of that slime, on like, y'all remember the show, what was it? On Nickelodeon, the double trouble thing, the double something, Daredevil, whatever, bitch. I could really douse you with some slime, The first thought is slap fire, but I'm not gonna say that. That's not nice. Girl, I could really douse you. Because you sound stupid to me as I'm reading this. Like you and your friend Double Dare, thank y'all. You over there getting into it with your friend over at NIGGA that technically wasn't fully yours, even if like it was given situationship. For me, I'm not gonna pull a gun on my friend. I'm just not gonna do that. Like, I'm just not, like, I understand that you on some hoe shit. And this is where y'all ladies go wrong, because instead of turning y'all anger because y'all should have teamed up and clowned him because he was the one in the wrong, y'all over there going against each other. And I understand you felt betrayed. And according to, Kelsey, she said things in the past where this wasn't the first time Meg did that. If that's the case, why you friends with her? But I'm just not gonna pull out no item. And I don't know if you did or didn't. I'm just going off of what Jaquan is alleging in his statement. And if that is indeed true, I could never see me doing it to a friend. You know what I'm saying? So it really was given that y'all was more enemies in y'all friendship than y'all were actually friends. Is kind of what it's making me think. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, what else? They said this statement is new evidence as defined by a particular section. They're saying most importantly, this evidence would have most likely changed the outcome of the trial. I don't know if it would have changed the outcome of the trial, but I think that the jurors would have been thinking. See, from what I recall, Tory was on trial more so for having weapon possession and how he used the weapon. He wasn't necessarily on trial, from what I'm understanding, for popping her. Those weren't the charges of, oh, he shot her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like attempted murder or manslaughter or whatever the actual charge would be for actually intentionally inflicting harm on a person. I don't think that's what they were. I have to look them up. But I just thought he was going to go down anyway because of your already history. And if you would have just gotten one of those, you still was going to get locked up because you were not supposed to be in possession of a weapon. So the fact that that man said, your own witness said that he saw you, baby, you were a DD. We knew it at that moment that you were DD. But y'all keep me honest in the comments, because maybe he was, on there for like, actually popping her. I thought it was different, but either way, he's locked up. Okay. When they talk about like the fingerprints being inclusive on the item, I do believe they was fighting over that. I do believe they were fighting over the item, which is why things were inconclusive. And they said that they found female DNA as well as his, but I don't think they ever tested Kelsey. But why would they if she had already got immunity? And I just feel like a person immediately going in to get immunity, what are you getting immunity for if you know that you're adamant that you're not guilty of anything? So that is a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad, But that's just what I'm thinking. So those are just my thoughts. Like, I'm gonna let the people be upset because that's what they're gonna do anyway, because that's just how they is. All right. Was there anything else? They said the statement of Jaquan directly contradicts the testimonies given by Megan, which also was not in concert with what was reported by Kelsey. Kelsey, and you ain't do yourself no service, girl, getting up there on the stand and saying one completely different thing when you know that lady had a whole recording of your ass testifying about a whole situation of what Tory did. So if I don't know what's true, but if Jaquan is telling the truth and you got your ass up there and you talk to the district attorney or whoever you talk to and you gave an elaborate ass story, you need your girl. You do need your ass whoop, girl. If you knew that y'all both was tussling. Now I can't remember her exact statement. I'll have to pull that up. But girl, you wrong for that now. Okay, but I don't know if his statement is true. Okay, this is really giving hearsay. So they're saying that Jaquan's statements comport with the testimony of Kelly. It is likely that Smith's statements would have tipped the scales in favor of Tory, is what they're saying, which is why they would like to get an appeal, all because they did not include him. Now, here's the other thing. This is the other thought that I'm having as I read the rest of this. Maybe it was intentional to not have Jaquan come and speak, because if the trial did not end in the favor that they wanted, they already probably knew that they could use him as leverage to try to get an appeal in the first place. So maybe there was a method to the madness. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how that necessarily works. I'm just, giving y'all my thoughts about it. Okay. So, oh yeah, thanks, Jay. Jay says the immunity was not full immunity. You are right. I do remember that. I don't remember the type of immunity, but I do remember it wasn't like a full thing. You're right. However, it was something that she wanted. They about gave her partial, whatever it was that they gave her. She still got a piece of it. Tory didn't get none of it. But thank you for putting that in the chat though. Now I want to get to Megan, because this is where Megan speaks on the situation with her good friend, Miss Kelsey. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out what she had to say. Let me switch this over to the share tab, and we're going to refresh that and just get into what Megan had to say about it.
Y'all saying somebody is following the street code, not snitching. Are you snitching or are you not snitching? Because y'all trying to pretend like Kelsey shot me. Kelsey didn't motherfucking shoot me. And I really wonder why her main problem with me was, you won't tell people I didn't shoot you. I was like, Kelsey, I don't want to talk about this on social media at all. But now you won't even get online and defend yourself. So that really just proves my points. Either you took some money or your life is in danger. Like, why won't you get online and say, bitch, because this is what y'all care about. Y'all care about online. Because the case, if you say you didn't shoot me, why won't you get on the stand and say I didn't shoot this bitch? You say it online every day. You figure out how to get your niggas to say.
Right, Megan. I'm glad you said that she says it online every day, because how you initially started your conversation, you said that one of the reasons that Megan is that Kelsey was really upset with you was because you would not come out and say that she didn't shoot, that she didn't shoot you. And I'm like, but she did come out and say that, and you still didn't defend her. So now, as we continue the conversation, now you're on the trial part and you're saying that, why you didn't say that on the stand. Okay, so I'm with you on that part, but initially I gotta see what she's saying. Because I'm like, okay, you could have said that, like, but she did come out and say that Tory did it. So in a sense, that was kind of her saying that you didn't do it by putting a name on it, saying that it was him. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't have hurt if you would have said at the time it was not Kelsey, it was Tory, whatever. But
hey, you didn't do it. You figure out how to get the boss to say you didn't do it. But the one fucking would have mattered from was you. You should have said I didn't.
It wouldn't have mattered from her. It wouldn't have mattered from her. I think it would have held more weight if it came from you, in my personal, because as soon as the situation happened, when everything was muddy and a lot of people didn't know what was what, she was getting dragged the fuck out. So it didn't matter. It was really like a partisan Fontaine situation where it was like, damned if you do, damned if you don't, in a sense. So I don't think it would have mattered if she would have came out, even though she did eventually, and it still did not damn matter. However, what I will say is that Megan said that it was Tory. So did you really need her to say that it wasn't you if she said who it was? Okay.
Do it. Kelsey did it. If she did it, why wouldn't you just say she did it? Kelsey, if you did not do it, why won't you just say I did not do it? I know who shot me. I said who shot me, and that's why the fuck you in jail. Y'all motherfuckers are dragging it online like it's some new evidence. There's no new evidence. Motherfucking witnesses went missing. Why? I wonder why the witnesses went missing. Did y'all pay them? Why y'all showing up now? Why y'all showing up? It's about to be 2024. Y'all still fucking with me.
I hope they wrap this up in a bow by the end of the year. I don't think it's gonna be wrapped up till Tory gets out. I don't think they ever gonna let her live this down, child.
Y'all still fucking with me. Why? Because y'all see me moving on and doing better. Y'all see me trying to heal and trying to grow, but y'all keep trying to bring me back this way when I'm trying to go this way. Imagine y'all saying somebody is following the street code, not snitching. Are you snitching or are you not snitching? Because y'all trying to pretend like Kelsey shot me. Kelsey didn't motherfucking shoot me.
Okay, so there's that. All right. So this is what Megan is saying. All right. Now they're saying in the comments, never any accountability with this girl. Someone says, I just want to know why you went on national TV with Gayle King and said she didn't sleep with Tory, but in court you admitted you did. She wasn't ready to tell the truth yet. She went under oath with Gayle as how she was under oath in court. Okay. She wouldn't go to jail for lying to Gayle. But she would have went to jail for lying to the courts. That's probably why. All right. They're saying this Megan hate is weird. She's clocking it and people still acting like they don't understand. Someone said, and she's exactly right. Why did this man not take the stand and say Kelsey did it if she was the shooter? Y'all are insufferable. I've been saying this, okay? This is nothing but facts. She's very articulate and it's ridiculous. People are not understanding how crazy that was. All right. Someone says, talk about what you did. It's always everybody else is the problem. You are the common denominator. All right. Someone says, I'm thinking about how y'all literally bullied Pardi for cheating on her, but he had to sit and find out with the whole world that she actually did mess with Tory, even though she said she didn't. Whew, IDK about this girl, but there must be a reason barely any celebrities had her back publicly. Girl, maybe they ain't want to get into it like they ain't want to get into what's going on with Diddy, child. Someone says, I mean, the fact of the matter is we all can tell y'all were drunk and don't really know or recall exactly what happened. The narrative that I believe is that he grabbed the gun from Kelsey and it went off. Argue with y'all mamas. All right. Someone says, I would hate to have a friend like Megan. Girl, defend me. How I would defend you. The fuck? Someone says, girl, if you seen Tory pop you, why do you need Kelsey to get on the stand and say she didn't do it? Why would she even need immunity? This is too much. All right. Someone says, small lie, big lie. A lie is a lie. And you said you ain't date or sleep with that man. It was determined that, in fact, you lied. So anything a liar says is questionable for all parties. I'm just telling y'all what these people saying. I'm just telling y'all what they're saying. Someone says she's having a rough morning, and I'm genuinely praying she doesn't spiral out because this feels like a spiral. Someone says it's funny that y'all can say whatever y'all want and she can't defend herself. She very well can defend her damn self. I want y'all to keep the same energy when it comes to Pardi. Nobody was there when she got popped except for Kelsey, Tory, and Jaquan. You are correct. Nobody but her, Kelsey and Tory and Jaquan. All right. And for the last time, the state of California pressed charges against Tory because was not supposed to have the gun in the first place. I have to agree. Okay, he was not supposed to have the item in the first place. Hence the reason that he was going down when somebody placed the gun in his hand. And it was your own witness that did it, child. And when it comes to DV situations like that, typically the state always takes over, from my understanding. All right, from what I understand. Y'all let me know how it works in y'all states. But they was going to take over it anyway, whether she wants to press or she doesn't. But yeah, so so the people, some people are, you know, team Megan. It's very split in the comments. Some people are dragging the fuck out of her. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Yeah, this person says, if you said he popped you, then he popped you. He in jail. Let it go. You got justice, child. Move on. Let us all continue to press forward and move the hell on. Okay. So we'll see what happens. I don't see things working out in Tory's favor. I feel like every attempt that he has made to try to get some type of justice, I'm sorry, not justice, some type of appeal has not gone through. And I just really don't see that changing at all. I think everything he submit, he's going to get shot the hell down. So you might have to sit the hell down. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And just deal for a little bit. I don't know, you know, but if you adamant that it wasn't you, I don't know what can change when this lady has had immunity. You know what I'm saying? Any portion of it. I don't see nothing changing, y'all. But either way, honey, you know what I'm saying? Good luck. So yeah, guys, that's really all that I have at this periodical time. I just wanted to come up here and chat with you guys real quick about everything that's been going on. Okay, I just wanted to share my thoughts. I'll let you guys, you know, share yours and argue in the comments, because that's, you know, y'all gonna do that anyway, because that's just how y'all is. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me see a little bit what you guys might be saying. I like this. Wait, so if a lie is told about SEX and thus the person is questionable, what do we call Tory for attacking August? Then lying that he had been in the studio, then video came out proving his assault. Well, there it is. Then that means that everything that man say and do should be questionable, because he damn sure lied about it. Period. Okay. He definitely lied about that, child. And see, that's where I just feel like Tory really effed himself, y'all. I just feel like he effed himself, like with the arrogance and all this and that. I mean, it's a tough situation, because it's like you should have just took the deal originally that they probably were offering you. But at the same time, if you know that you were tussling over a item, then I do kind of understand why you would think that you have a possibility of beating the case at the same time, you know. But here's the thing: when you take it away from the popping of, let's say Megan didn't even get popped, right? The thing for me is, you knew you still were not supposed to have the gun. So you was finna go down either way it go, because of your record. You know what the stipulations are. So you were done. So, like, I mean, it really wasn't no way around it, y'all. It just really wasn't. It really wasn't. I mean, you had it in your hand, baby. Like, what you want them to do? Girl, what time is it? Oh, child, I got to go. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and head out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely like up the video, support the channel, all that great jazz. And I will catch you guys in the next one, honey. Yeah.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, so straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out and came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.